Society has been objectifying men left and right. They always say that men need and want one thing, and that is and somehow women found it as a currency. Yeah, they want they're gonna chase us, they'll do whatever we want them to do. We are gonna be able to manipulate men because we are the ones who can give them back. And this is really terrible. It is terrifying. And I'm really glad to see that there is many men out there who are talking about it, letting everybody know, especially women, that is not the only thing that men care about, and it's not even the most important thing that men care about.
Ladies, if there's anything you really need to understand about a man, a real man, is that he prioritizes respect over sex and respect over loyalty.
If I'm sitting in the corner of the bar right now, like I'm literally just like sitting at a table, like does that make me unapproachable? From a man's perspective, like, are you gonna look at me and be like, that girl doesn't want to talk to me, like because she might have a boyfriend or something? Like if I like take a good stare or look at you and like give you like flirty eyes, are you still gonna come to me, or am I giving like loser loner vibes?
I don't think it's as much of a loser loner vibes than the fact that you are sitting recording yourself and already talking trash about men and being pretty negative about this whole experience. You don't sound or look fun to hang out with at all. Why are you even sitting there all by yourself? It's kind of giving weird. There is music in the background and there are people. You either are gonna communicate and talk to other people that you came with, or you're gonna be dancing. I just don't understand the idea of just sitting there in a corner not doing anything. It's weird.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort anymore or don't care to put in effort. And a relationship won't work unless the guy likes the girl just a tiny little bit more. He has to like her just the tiniest bit more for it to work in the long haul. So it would make sense if a guy really wanted to get to know you, that he would go leaps and bounds to get to know you. And when did that shift? Because back in my mom's era, if a guy wanted to take you out on a date, he had to go up to you, he had to get your number, he had to go through lengths to try to talk to you, even if you weren't interested at first. How my parents met? They met at a bar, and my dad asked for my mom to dance, and my mom was like, get out of here. She wanted nothing to do with him. If he had just left and listened to her, they would have never gone married, they would have never had kids. But he was persistent. He wanted to take her out on a date so badly. He was like, what do I have to do to take you out on a date? She was working late their first date, so he went to her work, picked her up, prepped a dinner, took her to a park, just planned the whole thing. He wrote her poetry.
Interesting that you are mentioning the past and dating in the past. We always love to look at it as only the positive, and we are only learning what we care about. Like, she cares about the chasing aspects of the past. But let's ask a more important question. How many women who did get married in the past seek a divorce and get a divorce, get an alimony, and ruin a man's life? That's the difference. Back then, men would chase one woman because they know it's for life. That's the woman they're gonna marry. That's the woman that's gonna be the mother of their children. And that's the woman that's gonna stick with them through thick or thin. It's not anymore the case. Some men already got a divorce or two behind them with alimony and they are screwed. Other men see and learn from other people's mistakes. And in today's society, they have it a bit easier where they don't feel as lonely as they would feel before without having a girlfriend. The internet, the access to popcorn and whatnot made sure that it is possible for them not to have to chase a woman.
As a society, we need to bring back men who simp and men who yearn. Like my dad, every time I'm home, my dad is the OG simp and yearner for my mother. And honestly, for his daughters. He does everything for us. This morning, I was just gonna run out and get a coffee, and he was like, oh, the windshields have ice on them. It frosted last night. Let me go take care of that for you. Goes, puts on a coat, puts on shoes, goes outside, warms up my car, moves it closer from the street, opens and closes the windows, everything, so that when I got in the car, it was good to go. He's the kind of husband who brings my mom a chai tea latte in bed every day because he gets up early and she sleeps in. And then he makes her a smoothie every single day. Like, he he will drive me back to Chicago if I don't feel like renting a car. Like, they just don't breed them like this anymore. Like, men used to go to war, and now they go to shows and watch other boys push buttons on a little screen to make music.
But also, women back then were more grateful. They would do the work in the house without complaining. They would cook and clean. They would raise the children, look nice, take care of themselves, and have a smile on their face when their husband appears. It was a different time. People were different back then. If you expect men to act a certain way, you need to act a certain way as well.
So this woman was in a restaurant. She's looking around and all she sees other women. Nobody on a date. No man and woman on a date. Just women, as she said, dating each other. So the commentary is that men don't want to be on dates anymore. They don't want to go out with women because
they don't want to spend money.
And money. So my question is, do men ever like going on?
I genuinely do not think that men care as much about wasting time. For them, it's not a problem. They like to hang out with other people. I don't think it's a waste of time. I think what she means is the outcome of whatever they are going to be doing and also the money they're going to be spending. I even think we should put the money first. Men do care about the money that they're going to be spending, especially on someone that is just there to use their money.
So my question is, do men ever like going on a date? Do men like going on dates? They like going to restaurants.
I think they do.
Trying different foods and things like that. Is it something that they only did because women like to do it? Like if I'm going to get in a relationship,
men like food.
I want to go
men
to
love
a restaurant.
Food.
Am I making him do something that he doesn't want to do? A lot of men say they just rather stay home. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, they would rather stay home because they got burned once or twice. I think this staying at home is so easy. It became so easy. You have everything at home. You don't even have to go out and eat. You can just order. And it appears and shows up in front of your door in 30 minutes or less. Life has become so simplified and so easy for us to stay at home. We don't even have to get out or try anymore. And it's not only in the dating sphere. It's in everything. So life has made us more lazy, even though somehow we are working and overworking, but in a different kind of way.
I know I'm not alone in this. I think I'm just the one willing to say it. But as a 35-year-old woman, I'm like pretty much over my strong, independent,
thank God,
boss-ass, badass
era.
Some time. Like, I would love for someone to just sweep me off my feet and say, quit your job. Here's my credit card. Here's the keys to a brand new car. I'm just taking care of everything.
Wow.
Like, I need dependence on another human at this point in my life. Like,
I want to become a gold digger, and I just need a millionaire to take over so I can just enjoy sitting at home. Seriously, girl, like, what? Where are you living? In what world are you living? She sees all these other women maybe who are like gold diggers, and they are pretending that they are having the best time ever, sharing their experiences on a yacht or in the best hotels in Dubai. But she doesn't understand what is the cost of living such a life. It's definitely not about happiness and love. There is none of that there.
I'm tired. I'm tired and I just want somebody else to take care of me.
It's a hard life.
All right, tell me why every time I see an attractive man, he's 23. Or better yet, 22. Where are all the guys that are my age or a little older? They're either married or they're bald or they're mean.
Wait. You literally were so mean. You said they're bald, and then the next thing is they're mean. You're mean. You just called them bald. What's wrong with bald men? Actually, nothing. Bald men who exercise and work out and have muscles, visible muscles. Damn. All right, like, don't put it all on the hair.
I realized how little game that I had with men until one time I was out at a bar with my friends, and I'd had a few drinks and my ego was getting a little bit too high that night.
So clumsy.
And I think I was running a little bit low on money. I don't know. I just couldn't afford to buy myself drinks all night. Why did I go out? I know that was my fault. And I was like, should I just literally walk up and be like, you really look like you want to buy me a drink right now? And my friends were like, yeah. Like, they were like hyping me up so much. They're like, you have to say that. Like, that's so perfect. Like, I got so much courage up. And I finally walked over to him. He was standing there with two of his guy friends. And I just tap on his shoulder and he turns to me and I was like, you really look like you want to buy me a drink right now. And you want to know what he said? No. He looks me in the eyes and goes, no, I don't. oh, okay. Well, let me just go flush myself down the toilet or something. Like, Jesus.
A lot of women don't want an average guy who works hard to provide for his family. They don't want to give up vacations, getting their hair and nails done, going to Pilates, and living that luxurious Instagram lifestyle. They don't want to sacrifice because they want it all. And this is actually feminism. Feminism is the I want it all mindset. She wants the man, the money, the career, to stay home and do whatever she wants. These women, they don't actually want to be a wife, and they don't want to sacrifice anything. It's not always glamorous, and it's definitely not the kind of stay-at-home influencer lifestyle that a lot of women are promoting on social media.
They're actually working by promoting that lifestyle. They are doing that as just to show what they got for even the harder work that they had to do backstage that they will never talk about. Thankfully, there are some women out there who did anonymously go on podcasts and talk about what it costs to have that lifestyle, and you don't want it. You, for sure, if you're a woman out there and thinking about it, you really don't want it. It's miserable. It is disgusting.
It's nice he took the initiative.
Weird because I didn't give him permission to text me, but whatever, it's fine.
Okay. Well, that's
Permission,
right.
giving someone permission to text you.
That's very good. Ladies, this is the thing. I think a lot of women, we allow men to choose us.
I hate the words that are being used on this podcast. Allowing, permission. Well, are we raising children? I understand if you are raising a child and you allow him to do something or you give him permission to do something. We are talking about a grown-ass man here. All right? So talking about permission and allowing is such a turn off.
Rather than the thing. I think a lot of women, we allow men to choose us rather than also saying, let me be the chooser as well. So that is a very, very good point. You didn't give him permission.
I didn't give him permission to like side text me, but he did. And it started with like, how's your day? Fine. You know, what are you doing? Watching football, because I love the football.
So you give one answer.
Yeah, I'm like watching football. He's like, oh, me too. Like, you know, small talk, right?
Yeah.
I love how this whole time, while she's talking about this man who is messaging her, she immediately, with that choice of words, she made it clear that she's in some kind of way above him. I don't know how, but she made sure that she's above this man and he is below her in every kind of way.
I was in the gym the other day and this guy walks past me, doesn't look at me.
Why does she look AI?
And I'm not
Sometimes
being
these
cocky, but I was
podcasts look
looking
AI.
good, like really good. And he just walks straight to his friend and they start hyping each other up, flexing for each other, talking about each other's gains. And I'm standing right there. And it hit me. These men are not working out for us. They're working out for each other. They spend 4 hours a day getting big and sweaty with other men and then wonder why I'm not attracted to them. Like, babe, I think you already found what you're looking for. And that's okay. But don't pretend this is for women because we didn't
It's
ask
for
this.
themselves. It's literally for themselves. Working out, getting fit, being the best version of yourself in any kind of way. Not only working out, work on your mental health, work on anything. Is for yourself first and foremost. Of course, other people are going to feel the benefits around you, but at the end of the day, it should be for yourself.
The more disappointments a man faces, the more he starts to see most women don't bring peace, they bring pressure. So he pulls back, and that man going to focus on his pockets, his mind, his mental, his next plan. And when that happens, a woman's attention alone can sway him. Pretty face, nice body, that's nice, but he's scanning for depth. Because when you weathered enough storms by your lonesome, the wrong woman is just more pressure, it's just more load, more mouths, more mix-ups, more headaches. So until a solid woman pulls up and steps in, one who's going to match his effort, multiply his calm, and know how to pour love into that man, he's all right. Because he has reached the point where he knows it's better to line solo than to be drained by somebody who cannot hold it down. How do I know this? A little birdie called accountability told me.
I don't understand why it is so difficult for people to be accountable for their actions. Why is it so difficult to admit when you are wrong? Why do we have to go all the way around, back and forth before saying, yes, We apologize. We are sorry. We did something terrible.
We are hearing more and more women say that the roles are
husband
reversed and
rejecting
they're
sex.
the ones who are wanting sexual connection and their husbands are
Yikes.
rejecting them regularly. So why is this happening? There's 3 main reasons. It's not all the reasons, but the main reasons that a man would be uninterested in connecting sexually. One might be depression. It's not uncommon that men in stressful work situations get a little bit depressed and stressed and they're just not having as much of a drive. The second could be just a general hormonal imbalance with testosterone getting low and that drive kind of disappears, and there are a lot of
Then
great
they need to
supplements
work
that we
out,
can
yeah?
recommend to balance that. Thirdly, and
No,
what
we
is
don't want supplements.
most
We want-
common is men who are regularly viewing pornography
Yes,
will absolutely
I agree.
lose their,
Their
drive,
drive,
and their
yeah.
interest in their wife for a variety of reasons. Guys, if you are regularly watching pornography, you are slowly destroying your marriage and destroying your wife's confidence.
Yeah. That is so true, because there is like, when it comes to popcorn, you can see so many different women, so different varieties. And the thing is that you start watching it, then whatever regular is not thrilling you anymore, you go harder and harder. And then at one point you start watching the weirdest things ever and you realize something is wrong with you, but you cannot stop and you don't know how to get help. And at that point, I think marriage is kind of over. Like, it is so difficult to come back from that point. So it's better to figure it out earlier, find the signs and see that there is something wrong and seek help. And seeking help could be either talking to a person, a professional, or it also could be you by yourself being accountable for your actions. It might be hard to stop at the start, but with time, it gets easier.
You have a lot of women who are just aiding and being the demise of their spouse. If he is down, they want to bring him all the way. If he had a level 2, they dragging him down to -5 instead of building up. The only person that's supposed to be built up in a lot of these women's minds is themselves. Oh, I'm going to use him to get as much as I can get. I'm going to use him to help me to achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve. You know, I'm going to get to a certain level. But him, if he needs me, no support there. Oh, mental health issues. Oh, I got to go because I'm not raising no man. Because at the end of the day, it's just selfishness.
Terrible. Yeah.
These women are running rampant with their selfishness and their egos and their pride and masculine energy.
Yeah.
And each one, they're literally cheering each other on to maintain it and
Online.
to keep it. How can you be surprised if he even does have somebody else? How can you be surprised? He even does have somebody else. How can you be surprised? You so worried about you know, doing your thing, building your bag. You so busy in that world, of course there's space for somebody else to step in for him.
Yeah. And somehow you know as a woman that the other woman is treating him nicer and that's why she got him. That's why he's taking care of her. He loves her. His passion, compassion, whatever went to her because she knows how to treat him better. And you know that you are not treating him well enough. You are actually conscious of your actions, but you cannot stop. For some reason, you don't want to stop. And this is so terrible because if you love someone, how can you like see them suffer and be happy to see them suffer? Everybody argues. In marriage, everybody argues. But when you see that the argument is actually dragging the person you love so down, you feel sad and sorry. You stop. You immediately stop. You don't want to go any further. And that's the difference. Like, you need to learn when to stop, when it is enough. And that is it, guys, for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree with me? I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye. Oh, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Bye.